Oh, hey guys, just me here again. I've mustered some strength up to do some more work on this bloody generator because I haven't done anything since I last made that video. But I'm doing some stuff now. It's not too hot today. I've got the time. I think I've got all the materials I need. So might as well get a start on this, eh? So I'll show you where I'm at the moment before I get proper going. So I've gone and pulled the motor out. It's just sitting here, and I just got to pull out the alternator there properly, just unwire it and take it out, because I'm going to, like I said in another video, I'm going to mount both the motor and the alternator to its own little frame. So everything's just mounted together properly, and it's just one unit they can slide in there instead of being multiple units bolted down. Do all that together on the one skid, or whatever you fucking call it. So basically where I'm at, I've started making the coupling. I'm going to go pretty similar to the other one just because, well, it's sort of tried it. It will work here, and it's making it nice. So basically that's the tube. It's the same tube as last time. I want to get some thicker wall tube, but unfortunately I don't have any here, and I haven't got any money or means of transport at the moment to go get any more, so we'll just have to make do with this. But with the design I'm doing, it shouldn't really be too reliant on this anyway, because basically I'm going to weld the cog to this end of it. That slides over there like that. Obviously I have the cog on the end. I'm going to, similar to what I did with the last one, cut out this keyway here, put a piece of metal in, and that'll go both into that keyway there and come flush up here, tack weld it on. That way it sort of makes a coupling within itself. This threaded hole here is a bit fucked at the moment, so I'll just drill that out and re-tap the thread, because I think I've got some thread tappers in there somewhere in my shed. So yeah, I'll have the cog on the end here, welded to the end of this pipe, that'll slot on here, and have that keyway cut in, like welded in or whatever, and then on top of that I'll have a bolt tie it in tight against that. So I think that should be a pretty solidly mounted little cog for a chain drive. And then, like I said, it's got to weld that to a frame with the alternator there. Let's have a look at this. You might will either go the long technical way, drill these holes out, tap them and put thread bolts in there, or I might just weld this on. See how I feel as the afternoon progresses, but either way that's got to go on there like that, and that way I can attach the chain to the alternator and we should be in business. So basically I've just got to start welding. So I'll start getting things set up and get the welder set up and start doing that. I'll try and show you as much as I can. Rightio, so I got my little makeshift workshop here. This paving doesn't look too bad if I don't say so myself. You know, some sick cunt did that. Anyway, so I've got this system device. So we'll throw some slugs around here, or just a slug, but there have to be a couple because I've got to do this side, and then we'll turn it around and do the other side. Grind them, or if I need to, grind the welds down, because I don't want it to fuck with the chain, so I might need to grind it down a bit. And then yeah, we'll do the rest of it. So I'll set this camera up somewhere, and you can watch me go like buzz buzz zap zap with a bit of a fucking electricity and melt some steel together. So see you in a bit. So I don't actually think it needs any grinding. I'm quite happy with that, if the camera will focus properly. Come on. Oh, it's focused good enough. But yeah, you can see I've welded that around and it should be nice and straight. So next we're going to mark out the slot on the shaft here to put our little keyway thingamajiggy bob in. Righto, so I've marked out the keyway. I don't know if you can see it on camera there. You can just see it on camera. I can see it quite clearly, David. There's pencil marks there, so I've got to cut each of those to give me my channel to slot my little key in. So always position this camera and you can watch me cut some metal. Ooh. I do believe I just had a power cut out. Getting a bit late in the afternoon, I guess. Power's been a bit shit last couple of days. Had cloudy weather and rain, so yeah. So I'll fix this up. And we're back online. Something to get that out. Where's my wires? Okay, get this out. My shorty tools. Oh. Stress fracture. There we go. So I'll put the camera around here now. There's my keyway, nicely cut in. So we're going to put this on the generator motor shaft. I'll put the camera off for a sec. Right, so let's clean the fuck off that. Let's see if that looks lovely. So yeah, we'll just make a little, get a piece of metal to put in there, tacker, and then tap, oh, a bit warm still, tap a new thread hole through there. Put a washer and bolt on there, and that'll be this engine ready to go. Minus obviously welding it to a thingamabobby-doo. Okay, like I always say, getting there. Getting there little bit by little bit. We'll keep progressing, eh? Okay, so got my components here, got that little key here, shaft, so let's piece this together and tack this on. So I think that's still a little bit hot for me cutting it. So I'll solder in like that. Oh fuck it, it's got a burny finger. Ooh. Didn't line that up very well. Probably because I'm not really. There we go, so that goes in there. Like that. I might actually cut that a bit shorter because, or actually, no, fuck it, I don't have to. Oh, no, I will. I'll cut that a bit shorter because you can see there how it's skewed up because that's little taper there. So we'll cut this a bit shorter. So we're back, folks. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. So that slots there, that goes there. We'll just tack it on, make 3 tacks each side. And then that should be that bit done. So watch me buzz, zap, and probably hit the fucking thing on the ground again because it keeps jamming, but you know, we'll get it welded. Yep, look at that. Beautiful. Lovely. So just got to make a tap of the hole for that, and that's that all done. So I'll give you a look. Not super pretty, but it does the job. So yeah, I was going to be taxed, and I ended up kind of just filling in the gaps and going, fuck it, we'll just weld it on there. But yeah, so I'm just going to have a little drink of water, and then we'll start doing this. It appears I don't need to re-thread a new hole because I just found a bolt. Now I can't get it out. I just found a bolt that'll fit. There you go. As you can see, it goes in there quite tight. I've just cut it to size, put a wash on the end, and that threads in there quite nicely. So we'll tighten that up with the spanner, and then that's the coupling for the motor done. So yeah, quite nicely. Okay, well I kind of jumped the gun a bit and didn't film every bit like I usually do. Oh, excuse me. But as you can see, I've basically got the thing done. So there's no real need for a chain tensioner because you can see that chain's already tight. It's all welded together. I've given it a test fire. She runs and works all right. So I'll just show you that. Right. There you go. Works pretty well. Obviously that's just going slow, but yeah, works nicely. A little bit of wobble there, but that's alright. Yep, alright, we better turn her off, but it works. Just got to make a chain guard for it and mount her up. Okay, so I've got the generator mounted back here under the bench, and I've run into a little bit of a pickle. This is actually a few days after I filmed the other shit. I did mount this up on that day, which to you is no different. You just watched me a few seconds ago, but that was a different day to today. Anyway, anyway, all mounted up. It's secure, got the rubber mounts and that. I need to put a little 12-volt battery here to run the fan here, but that's alright, I'll sort that out. Biggest pickle I'm having is it's not putting any voltage out, so only thing I can think of is because it's now a chain drive, the alternator is essentially earthed, you know, to the engine maybe, I don't know. So I'm going to just put an earth cable to it, which is a good idea anyway. So we'll run earth from the negative to just the ground, see if that makes a difference, eh? And then we'll give it a test run, get the multimeter, and hopefully, fingers crossed, touch a bit of wood, it's all good. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, well, I've earthed it, and I've disconnected it from the battery bank just to be safe, because you couldn't get a proper reading anyway, because actually a good thing, being full sun, getting 28 volts from the solar at the moment anyway, but I don't know what the problem is. Like, we might have to leave this to another video to solve, because I've got to do a bit of brainstorming and research and see what the fuck's going on here, because all I can think of is it's not working still. Like yeah, I'll show you. We'll show you, eh? Stop, don't just talk, I'll show you. Alright, so you can see obviously that's the posi point. And that's still negatives really anywhere. It's like a car, it's a chassis. So that's what I mean. Technically speaking, the alternator and this engine are earth, but that shouldn't matter, because that's how it's set up in a car anyway. Like, nothing that could stop that. Like I said, and even if you had rubber blocks on the motor, you still got the bolts that will attach it. And if there's rubber bolts, rubber blocks and a belt drive, yes, there'll be less earthing, but I don't think that's the thing. It could be, I don't know. We'll find out. And but that's where I've earthed it there, so that cable goes down to just a rod in the ground outside. The chain drive is working fine. I will need to put a tensioner on it because it's driven a little bit. It's gotten a little bit of slack, which I half thought might happen, but that's all right. You know, that's why you test things. But yeah, so we'll start this up. So we'll show you the multimeter reading first. So I'll try and do this one-handed. We'll get bloody. Obviously, you know it's going to be 0, but I'll just show you because it is pulling a little bit out, but like it's like I think it was like 1 or 2 volts, which is a bit weird. But anyway, this is just. I was going to have to do this. We'll put these, actually, here what I'll do is I'll clamp these on because I'm going to have to show you properly with the engine running anyway, so I'll do that and then I'll show you once it's all rigged up and we'll start the motor up and you can see what I just told you, but yeah, anyway. Okay, so I think I've got it rigged up. We've just got the little thing poked in there and then the other one poked in there so you can see like that's the current reading, just 0, like it should be. We'll start this motor up and you can see that it doesn't really go much above 0, so just really go on. Little Chinese motor, put that like that. Bit of a fucking guessing game with this thing. Hey! But not enough. That's, going. So yeah, there you go. Not much luck. And that's getting 1.6. What the fuck? How's that getting any volts when there's nothing connected to it? I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, we got this little thing that can work out now. It was working when it was a belt drive. All I've done is change it to a chain drive. So all I can think of is maybe the gear ratio. Maybe I'm not getting quite enough RPM to get it putting the volts out. That's a possibility. It looks like it's getting the right RPM, but you can't really eyeball that shit. So it could be RPM. It could be an earthing issue. That's about all I can think of at the moment. So I don't know. I'll do a bit of fucking around brainstorming. So there'll be another video coming out when this thing's actually working. It was working. Now I've got to get it working again. Always, yeah. It's a change to a chain drive, but yeah, it doesn't want to work. So we'll get it working. But anyway, catch us in the next one, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is where I'm at. Bye.